Welcome back to another episode of Press Play. I'm joined with Lincoln and Noah, and today on Press Play, we will dive into the world of games that had epic failure launches. We will focus on a few recently launched in the past few years and discuss why we think they failed. Are you ready? Then press play. In our first segment, we will start with Level Up News. What is new in the video game industry right now?
I think the biggest one is Helldivers is pretty big right now. I mean, so many players are playing it that you literally can't get in the game sometimes.
So what do you do in Helldivers? Because I don't know what that game is, really.
It's kind of like just like a joke game where you go and liberate planets, or like there's like aliens taking it over and robots, and you just kind of
gun.
Yeah.
So it's like an open world, like...
Yeah, you just fly to planets and it's open world, and then you just do missions and kill the bad guys.
Is it like
pretty simply.
Kind of like No Man's Sky?
What are the enemies?
I guess you could almost put it. There's two kinds. There's robots and bugs. And it's pretty popular for some reason. I guess it's fun.
What about you, Lincoln?
Well, it's not out yet. It comes out in like June. The Elden Ring DLC,
Yeah.
Shadow of the Earth Tree. I'm excited for that
So what?
because instead of the main enemy that I'm excited for is Mikola, Melania's brother, which is I'm pretty hyped about it.
So it's just like a new boss, or...
It's basically, it could be a game of its own. That's how much like stuff is being added on, but they're just putting the title of like DLC on it.
It's
But
kind of weird.
it is, but I'm excited for it.
So is it going to be like a full game price too, DLC?
I don't know about price yet, but probably.
Alright.
Honestly.
All right. So this next segment is called GameStop. It's our main topic discussion. We will analyze the launch of a few games that failed quickly after release and what we think went wrong. The first one is Skull and Bones, and on IGN it had a 7 out of 10 reaction. And a little bit to describe it is, the further in you get, the more Skull and Bones becomes about making, selling, and transporting hidden market goods, or sinking other players to steal theirs. It's a trade and naval battle simulator, really more like a pirate game. So why do you guys think it kind of has like more bad reviews than good? Or why do you think it kind of flopped?
I think it probably just had really high expectations. I know Ubisoft has been talking about this one for like a long time, and it wasn't as good.
Yeah, it's been talked about for a while. A lot of delays.
Yeah.
But also Ubisoft has been playing like Rainbow and those other games.
Yeah, because I feel like the Ubisoft hasn't really made anything super good recently, or for a while now.
They're just like pumping out new Assassin's Creeds or whatever,
Yeah.
pretty quick.
Yeah, I just played through that Mirage game. It took me like, I don't know, like 6 hours to beat.
Yeah.
Someone, I think you said it earlier, it's kind of like World of Tanks,
Yeah, it's kind of like
that.
World of Tanks, but
like in the water
yeah, in the water.
with battleships.
Yeah, with battleships. Just going around stealing people's loot, getting loot of your own, going to different islands. Only downside is that you can't walk around on your boat.
So like, are the graphics good at all, or do you know?
No, I've heard that
No,
they're kind
they're
of
not.
like cartoonish, and that the old Assassin's Creed game, Black Flag, a lot of people say it looks better than this brand new game.
Because this game was supposed to be like, was inspired by Black Flag's
Yeah.
like pirate
Yeah.
battling.
Well, how old is Black Flag?
It's long.
Pretty old, 10 years
Yeah.
maybe.
I don't play any Assassin's
Maybe
Creed.
I don't know any.
I don't know. The next one would be Lord of the Rings Gollum. It had a 4 out of 10 reaction to the game. And to describe it, it is a slimy and nasty creature who eats flesh and lives in the dark cave system in the Misty Mountains. The Hobbit Bilbo Baggins is the first character to meet Gollum. He plays a riddle game with the creature so he can find his way out of the dark cave system. I've heard this, like I've seen like people play this game and it's really bad graphics.
Yeah.
I've never played it myself, but I just know that like it gets really boring after like 30 minutes to an hour gameplay wise. And I don't think it's a very long game either. I think it's only 5 hours.
Yeah, no, this one got hated on hard, and I don't know if it still is, but at launch it was $50, so that's really expensive just to get a 4 out of 10. You said
Yeah.
on IGN.
Yeah.
That can't be very good.
And Gollum looks bad too. Like when you look at he just looks very bad.
Yeah.
Like with everything about him, it's just like so kind of like potatoey, I guess is the way to describe it.
Yeah.
And it also had like a lot of crashes too.
Yeah, and a lot of people said it looks like the game was made 15 years ago. It doesn't look good.
And I think it's also I know this is like a recent problem with like a bunch of video games that have come out recently, but it's like a huge game. I don't really know like the size exactly, but the game size is just absolutely like wild.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Although developers are getting lazy on those,
Yeah,
cutting it down to get smaller.
yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
And then our last one is Suicide Squad. It got a 5 out of 10 on IGN. Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is an action-adventure game set in an open world based in Metropolis. The game features 4 playable characters, Captain Boomerang, Deadshot, Harley Quinn, and King Shark. While it can be played solo, the game features a 4-player cooperative multiplayer mode. I don't really know a whole lot about this, but I was doing some reading and it says it's like a spin-off or like comes after Arkham Knight, the Batman Arkham Knight.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I've seen like a little bit of gameplay, but I don't really know enough to like really hate on it.
I've seen some of the cutscenes. I thought the cutscenes looked pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, I think graphically this game doesn't look bad.
I mean, it looks pretty
Yeah.
appealing. I didn't see anything
Yeah.
wrong with it when I saw like a clip from it.
But what I saw was on Steam, like after the initial release, the player base dropped to like, I don't know, like 20% of what it was pretty fast. It just plummeted.
Like in a day.
Yeah, or like I don't know the time frame, but it plummeted.
Well, it's probably. Well, I'm not too sure about this, but like, because a lot of people like Batman, Superman, they don't want to like kill them, like
Yeah.
kill their childhood superhero or
Yeah.
something like that. I've seen a lot of people say that.
It's probably why it flops so hard is because, I mean, I don't know if you guys are gonna play it, but like I watched Pyro play it and he like got to a part where they had to like kill Batman and he like couldn't believe it. He's like, this is actually crazy. Like he couldn't believe it happened. I was like, that's actually pretty crazy. And for our final token, what is your guys' favorite game of 2023 and why?
Baldur's Gate.
All right, tell
It's
us why.
amazing. The storytelling, the character development, all of it. Like you can just create your own path, what you want to do. You can romance different characters. You can kill off different characters. You can end the game differently each and every time. It's just all around the perfect game. And that's why it won Game of the Year.
All right, what about yours, Noah?
Yeah, mine's also Baldur's Gate. There's just like so much to do. Like, I don't remember the exact number, but if you do everything, like every side quest and whatever, you have like, it was a lot of hours. I don't know, like hundreds of hours. So there's a lot of stuff to do, and they're all well made. It's well thought. You can do like any mission how you want it. Like, say you want to like cheese the game a little bit, you can do that.
Yeah, I haven't played it enough to. I want to play it more, but I just haven't played it enough yet. But I'd say my favorite game is probably Lethal Company, and because I don't know, it's just like such a silly game you can play with your friends.
Yeah.
It's especially fun modded,
Yeah.
and I don't know, it gives you a good laugh. It's also like when you first play, it's actually kind of scary. Kind of gives you like creepy vibes, like you're being chased. But-
It's not scary for you anymore.
I mean, sometimes it is, but not as much as it was when I first started.
Well, I know there's some mods out there that can make it like way scarier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Jamie over here got mimic mods so that
Oh yeah, no, I got those.
yeah, that was pretty.
But they usually just mimic what
scary.
you say at the beginning of the round. For me, it's like, I know he said it in the ship.
Yeah.
You know, like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's weird, but it's also kind of scary.
Yeah, it is.
Does Jamie have anything to say?
What? He's like Lethal Company's biggest fan.
Your employee of the month. All right. Well, I think that's all we have today for Press Play. Make sure to check out all of our social media handles. And we'll see you guys in the next episode. See ya.
Goodbye.